Cook a little.
There is a time for everything under the sun. There is a season for every purpose to be born. This is one of the stores that I buy from, and this is like a Mexican store, and most of the Mexican stores have everything that is healthy, nutritious, and that we eat from Africa. So let us go in and get our stuff. I have my list. I hope we can remember every single thing. But yeah, we're gonna get carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, and the rest all from this store. See you inside. JCP
Rich B
on the mic, let's go, come on. On a Monday, looking like. And this is where I get my, come closer. We're in luck. This used to be $2, now it's $1.59. So as I told you, we can get everything for under $20. All right. So this is jasmine rice. I love it because it smells good, it's nutritious, and it tastes excellent, and it comes out really nice. Like the seeds come out right. So you see, we got it for $1.59. So you can literally, and there's a lot. It's about 32 ounces. That's 2 pounds. You can eat, a whole family of 4 can eat and still have leftovers. Okay, so you can literally eat something for under $20. Okay. Again, we got the carbohydrates. Now we want to get the sodium. Okay. And remember I told you about the Maggi? This is $1.89. You can get your Maggi. Has all the seasoning you need, and that's all the minerals you need. We can add some more minerals as we go along, but remember, this will give you your potassium, sodium, iron, zinc, copper, iodine, right? Next, we want to come over here. Want to get our oils, okay? All right. The oils is, remember, it's fats and oils, and it's a part of our nutrition. And we have a ton of variety here, right? Olive oil is like the best, but it's expensive. So we want to get something that's cholesterol free, that is cheaper, guys. That is cheaper. So there's this one that's $5.79. It's cholesterol free. All right. It's corn oil. This one is $5.29. It's $5.29. Corn plus. And then you have soybean oil. So guys, I think I'll go with this one. All right, and it's a lot in there, guys. Heart healthy. All right, so we want to do this. Now we want to look at our proteins, and all of this is plant-based. Even lentils is right here from the Bible. All right, but I love my black-eyed peas. Yes, I love my black-eyed peas from Africa. And it's $3.29. Can you imagine that? Just $3 you can get all of this. Okay, and there's even cheaper ones in other stores, but here it's $3. I prefer this one, but you can get. There are some that's $1 here. The ones that people love the most. You got this one, $2. They're all beans, guys. And this is plant-based protein. Hey guys, we can get tomatoes to add to whatever you're cooking, but I love to get these. It's just $2. And sometimes you can get like the ragu. You can put it in pizza, you can put it also in sauce, but I like to get this one because it's pasta sauce, but it's got all the nutrients that you need.
Making big pay. Thursday, Friday, big baller, big shocker, rocking in.
Onions. I prefer these ones. These are excellent sources of phosphorus, potassium. I like to get a big one. Alright. Maybe I should find something more. Yeah, maybe one of these. Okay. And we're good for that. And then we get some yes, and we'll get some plantains. Plantains also give you potassium. I prefer, because we're going to fry it very soon anyway, so I prefer something a little dark so we can fry it. It gives you potassium. You all know, I love me some habanero. So getting my habanero pepper is $1.99. Okay, but if you are too sensitive to spicy foods, you can get you some bell peppers. Just one of them is okay, or a few. As long as you're getting your phosphorus, you're getting your manganese, and you're getting potassium. Lastly, we're going to get the vitamins. And vitamin C you can get from fruits. I wanted to get some fruits, but I think the juice would work. Alright, so we're going to get lemonade of this one. I have a soft spot for these, but maybe this one. Just check, because it says 100% juice from concentrate with added vitamin C, pressed with fresh whole fruit, and it's 100% juice, no sugar added. So just look for some of these things. Maybe we can just get this. This is $3.69. The lemonade is actually $3.59, and it's made from real fruit juice. So maybe I'll get it. I'm picky when it comes to juice. Yeah. So 70% daily value of vitamin C with real fruit juice. We want this one. Alright. And then if you want to get water, we have so much water at home. I don't think I want it, but it's just $1. Alright. Because water is important. It's important to get water. Alright, so I might add it, but should we? Maybe we should add it just so we can see how much all of it comes up to. This will just be like an added one in the house. But look, guys, this is all you need. It's under $20, right? You can zoom in so you can see what's in there. $20, and that will make you a healthy, nutritious meal. All right, I'll see you later. Healthy desserts or healthy snacks. This is my go-to. Dark chocolate almonds. Never go wrong with some fruits. They have 3 for $1. See, all these fruits. There's so much more to spread around.
JCP
Rich B.
on the mic, let's go. from your head to your toe when you're sparkling dental floss. Tuesday, Wednesday, making your way, got it all figured out and you're making big pay. Thursday, Friday, big baller, big shocker, walking in order. But when the devil come knocking on your door, Saturday before Sunday, can you pray? You make it if you try to. You just got a little try to do. Can be happy if you want to. You just need a little try. A little more, Just if you have to. Oh yeah, yeah. Just need a little more Jesus. A little more. You can come just as you want to. You just need a little more praying to do. Jesus, 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 He loves. Jesus, 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 forgive us. Your edges will let.
Hi, welcome back. Right, thinking, everything. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this time. We thank you, God, that we are here again to learn from you and to just discuss as friends, as people who are growing, and we trust you to show us the way, even as we live a little, cook a little, walk a little, play a little, and do what you want us to do in this earth until you come again. Amen. Hi everybody! Love us this food and does everything we do today. So, we're going to be cooking. Right? We're just going to be cooking a little bit. Alright? So, first of all, let me wash my hands. Oh, and those are my Christmas songs. Alright? Christmas album. Merry New Year. This child of Jesus, He's the Son of God. Mary. So, how are you doing? I believe some of you are watching Experience 2025. So most of you would not be able to join. So it's perfectly fine. I'm here and I will just add this to the episode that to the discussion that we did earlier. So we're talking about cooking. Cooking. Why do we cook, guys? Why do we cook? Okay. As I told you all, I like cooking. Kind of scared me a little bit. I don't really like to cook, but I have to because I have to eat. I love eating. And I was spoiled when I was little. My mom spoiled me. I was always in my books, alright? I'm a nerd, alright? And so when my mom died, when I went to live with my grandmom, that was when I learned how to cook. And even then, I had to keep practicing and perfecting my cooking until I got married. Especially when I was married, my first marriage. It was my mother-in-law that came one day to teach me how to make akara because she knew her son loved the food is called akara, it's like cake. And she taught me how to cook it for her son. And with time, I started to get better. So with cooking, it takes time. Like you have to really keep doing it. After 2 marriages and after being a mom for all these years, I have gotten a little better at it. And you get to learn every day because there are new recipes every day. So use my app and you can find out like tons of recipes. Okay, my grandmother did not have time to write recipes, so I did an app. Okay, but she taught me a lot, about food, and I learned a lot about food from Africa, especially because there was food being grown in the backyard of my grandma's house, and I am hoping that soon we will launch our, project. This is one of our farm eggs. I forgot to mention it when we were discussing that eggs is also a form of protein. Okay, so and these are fresh farm eggs. Okay, right here in Tulsa, and I hope someone will help me in my project if you know anybody that knows about farming. But yes, this is good for for you. Is we want to have it kill. We want to kill bacteria. We want to kill pathogens in the food that we eat. Okay, because it can become contaminated. Another reason why we cook is so that it will add some flavor. So it wouldn't be bland. Another reason why we cook is so we can save money. So we need to save money. So that's why we cook, and so many other reasons. And what has cooking got to do with the Bible? The Bible talks a lot about feasting and cooking and hospitality and things like that. Abraham prepared a meal, okay, for angelic visitors in Genesis 18, 7 to 8. Lot baked unleavened bread for his guests. Isaac made a feast. Who else? The widow of Zarephath baked cakes for Elijah. Jesus gave out fish and bread for his, to his disciples and those who were listening to him. The Passover, all those feasts that were in the Bible times, all of them is, cooking, and it involves cooking and all of that. And then grain offerings and tabernacle priests and all of that has a lot of baking and cooking involved. Pharaoh's baker was in the prison with Joseph. It talks about the Levites who were cooks. So there's so much mentioned, and even cooking utensils were mentioned in the Bible. So it's essential that, first of all, we learn how to cook. I know a lot of women don't like that subject, but it's good for us to learn how to cook. And even if you don't know now, you know, okay? On AI, you can use my app if you don't know how to cook, and it will teach you. You go step by step, you can learn everything. Okay, let's look at the recipe. I was watching Experience, but I didn't want to put it on my video because I don't want to have any copyright issues. But those of you who are watching Experience today, I know you're enjoying yourself. And those of you who don't know what Experience 25 is, I might maybe link it in my bio or in the description. It's a gospel concert, one of the biggest in Africa. I was a part of the Rhymette Bonke Crusade, which is a similar kind of event as well. And so I always get excited because the Rhymette Bonke Crusade is no more, but Experience is talking 20 years now, so yay. Okay, and let me also get my apron. Reach out and serve them. Okay, so I have some Christmas songs, and that's my playlist playing. So if you want to go check it out. Okay, so let's start. Let's start cooking. Uh, Let me go to the recipe. We're on a journey to heaven. So you know how to get there, right? You go to my app, go to my website first of all. You just type JCP. If you can't find it, just type JCP and JCP. It will take you on Google. You will see my name over there, and just look for my website, JCP Gospel. All right, and just exit out of the other stuff there, and just go straight to my main part, and you will see Cook with Me. Click on Cook with Me, and then you go straight to the recipe. So the recipe is saved at the top. Okay, so the first instruction it gives us is rinse the rice thoroughly under cold water and drain. Okay, so that's the first thing we're going to do. Okay, I always like to light my candle. There is a candle in every soul, some brightly burning, dark and cold. There is a Yeah, I like to light my candles. My candle. Right. Okay. In every soul, I'm hardly burning, I'm dark and cold. There is a spirit, the lights of fire. I've tried, won't get lost. Yeah, I want the bowl here is to eat smaller portions. Remember, we're eating smaller portions. So I have separated the rice. I'm not going to be cooking all of that, right? And I'm going to keep this with water. Smaller portions. Okay. Right. Now let's get it washed. Okay. The key to washing the rice is to make sure that all the starch, or at least most of the starch, comes out. And the best way to know whether the starches come out is, or you fully washed it, is when there's no more cloudy water. Okay, the water is clear. All right. Sometimes there can be some wiggle. You want to wash it properly. It's really cloudy at the moment, so you want to wash it out and rinse it out. So cloudy. That's the first wash. We'll do it again the second time. Alright. Now once we're washing the water, I'm going to be putting the water to boil. Whilst we're washing the rice, I'm going to put the water to boil. Alright. This is the second wash. Let's put the water to boil. So as soon as we're done, we can get it boiling. Okay. So I told you with time you will get to know my measurements. So the more you cook, the more you get to know measurement. Right? I like hot water. Okay. But if you want proper measurement, it's in the recipe. Okay? For jasmine, you don't need a lot of water. You don't need a lot of water at all. Okay? And just put it like medium. Okay? Just medium heat. Okay. Maybe because I'm washing the rice now, I want it to hurry, so I put it a little more. Okay. Now I continue washing my rice. Okay. So that's the second wash. But I want it to be clear. I don't want no cloudy, all the cloudiness needs to go. So I will keep washing, keep washing. And again, you don't have to make this exact recipe, but this recipe is more for Caribbeans, West Africans, West Indians, even some Asians would love rice and beans. And Black Americans too, and even Southerners, people in the southern part of America, um, love rice and beans. Probably not the same beans, but you can use whatever beans you're familiar with. Okay? Water is getting hot. Oh, my candle smells so good. Um, you need to go get some of my candles. I'll put them in the description, okay? It's in my shop. Just some nice candles. Alright, I keep washing, guys. Until it's clear. Until it's totally clear. Maybe I'll play a little bit of the experience, but I don't want to be held for copyright. So you guys can go watch it. I'll add it to the description. Okay, it's starting to get clear, guys. Maybe one more wash. One more wash. And when you're washing it, you have to like squeeze it in your arms, in your hands, so that the water, goes all the way around it and it's properly washed. Alrighty, looks clear. Now, if the starch doesn't come out all the way, one, it's unhealthy. It's got a lot of cholesterol, that starch. And two, it'll be clogged up. You don't want your rice to be clogged up. I told you guys, I don't like to see your rice clogged up. Maybe one more time. If I'm trying to maintain my weight and not become obese. Oh, nice. Look at it. It's so, I don't know if I can zoom in. It's so clear. Right? That's it. You always use a wooden spoon to cook the rice, except if you have your rice cooker. Alright, you bring to boil. The water is ready now because it's boiled. And you just put your rice in. Alright. And you use a wooden spoon to stir it. That's it, guys, for the rice. So in under 5 minutes, you have put the rice in. You stir it a little bit. Okay. You cover it. With time, as I told you, you would get to know how much to put.
We
Right here.
say.
Now we need to wash our beans
Okay.
as the second part. Okay? So let's go get our beans. For the beans, I like to put a lot of water because you need to boil like over and over. I don't know how much time the recipe says.
there for a long time. I might just sit down and wash with more oil. It's like a three quarter of your pot. Okay, we put it to boil on high heat. I like to put it right up to the top because the beans need, you know, a lot of attention. Okay, so same thing with smaller portions. Okay, because it's just me and my kids, so I always just do a little bit. And so let's get my beans washed. Same process. You want to wash the beans thoroughly. Okay, and then we can take a break. I always like to take a drink break. Either my malt drink or I get some ginger beer. I have some ginger beer in the fridge. Oh, and this is the Minute Maid that I sometimes get on the store. There's another one that has all the vitamins. I couldn't find it though, but this is the one. It has calcium and vitamin D. Okay, so you can have that on. Yeah, I had to add some more lights. But yeah, that's the Minute Maid. Okay. Okay, and then we want to heat our pan. Okay. Since I just poured out the oil, we'll still use the recipe. The recipe says just a teaspoon, okay, of oil. So let me do that before I wash this. And then I'll pour my orange juice. Maybe I should pour my orange juice now because I'm feeling thirsty. Just a little bit. Vitamins is very, very important. You want to have enough vitamins, okay? Everything you eat or drink, let it be based on some fruit or some nut, you know, if you're doing snacking. All right, so this is considered a healthy snack. Juice, smoothies, yogurt. Okay, I always get yogurt for me and my daughter because my daughter loves yogurt. All right, snack with nuts. Oh, I have pistachios here. Yeah, pistachios. You can snack with this as well. This is some good snack. Okay, good snack. And then I also do like coconut flakes. You can put coconut flakes. I often mix it with some corn. This is the cheapest, Jiffy. Get you some corn and you can put it with some coconut flakes. That could also be some healthy snacking. And then for my kids, they get their chips, you know, but obviously when it comes to chips, you want the veggies kind or probably the one that's corn based. My daughter gets the corn based one. I don't know if this is it. Or just popcorn. Yeah, we get corn chips. Okay, this is healthy. Or you get the Smart Foods popcorn. I might put it in the link. Smart Foods popcorn, or you get your corn chips. These are very healthy ones. All the veggies. The kids don't like the veggies one, so I don't get it because it goes to waste. But yeah, those are healthy snacks that you can take. And I'm out of my almonds and dark chocolate. Always make sure you have dark chocolate. Even when I drink my cocoa at night. In the evening when I drink my let me see if I have a little bit left. Yeah, I'm out. I need some more. But this one is dark chocolate. Okay, it's really dark, and I put it on different things. So if you want to make any healthy snacks, those of you who bake, sometimes I bake a little bit. I use dark chocolate, okay? Or your coconut flakes, or some nuts like almonds. Okay, very healthy. So now our pan is heated, ready for our oil.
Add the chopped onion and bell peppers saute for about 5 minutes until soft and succulent. Okay, so there are two ways you could do this. As I told you guys before, I have a way in which I get my unsalted butter. Okay, first of all, this is the best choice for me. Okay, it's cheap and it's unsalted butter. Okay, you just take it out. You take it out, and it's in small sticks. Okay, so if you like, you can use this method. It's easier. All right, I heat it up to a level that is really hot, and then I open my butter, and then I just rub it around the pan. Okay, that way you eat less oil, but you still get your fats and oils. And this one is unsalted. So because of this recipe, we got corn oil, which is also very, very healthy. So we just going to wait until the pan is hot, and we can add our teaspoon of corn oil.
Let's do that before we wash the beans. So it says a teaspoon, okay? So I'm gonna follow it. Even though I usually do more than that, though. But let's just follow it, okay? So I'm gonna put the teaspoon of corn oil. Oops. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I put a little bit more because I have a little more. My onions was big. It was like a very big onions. I probably would not use all the onions. And I like to use a wooden spoon and non-stick pan. All right, you don't want it to stick on it. All right, let me get it. So these were our vegetables. Okay, I saved it that we made. I saved it in the fridge. So it's got the tomato puree, it's got the onions, it's got the pepper. Okay, I'm just going to use a little bit because I'm not making a lot for us. All right. But you want to make sure you have enough onions, because that's how your soup gets thickened, you know. Oh, and you can also use the tomatoes on your rice. Okay, I just want white rice because I told you my tribe is Creole, and Creoles, we only eat jollof rice or red rice on Sundays, and this is midweek. Okay, midweek I'm only going to eat white rice. But if you want to do it as jollof rice or as red rice, all you need to add is the tomatoes. Okay, the tomato sauce, and it will turn into jollof rice, red rice. But make sure you add as much veggies as possible. Remember, veggies is your regulator. You need regulation. Okay, and it doesn't have to be perfect, y'all. As I told you, I'm not the perfect cook, so my chopping, don't mind how I chop my veggies. You don't need to make it perfect. If you're a chef, that's good. Okay, and that's why even my kitchen that I'm making, I'm only gonna hire people who are experts, chefs. Okay, for smart foods is only, you know, chefs, experts with culinary skills that cook for smart food. So same thing here. I mean, over here I'm not an expert chef, so I just chop it how I can, and yeah, here we go. I think this is enough. This is enough, and then you just saute it. That's how we say it. You know, English has so many French words. It does. But anyway, that's what we do here. We saute it. But because the French are, you know, they love to cook, and they're like one of the best chefs. So some of the terms is in some of the words used during cooking is French. Alright, so let's just leave it. As I told you guys, you don't need to do much over here. Alright, just leave it. It will, as long as it's a non-stick pan, it will just cook it nice for you. Some people will cover it. If you want to cover it, you can cover it. Keep it at medium heat. Alright, so let's say around 5, and I just leave it like this. But some people will cover it so that it has enough smell. Okay, I like to make it soft before I add the seasoning. Notice that I haven't added any seasoning so far. Okay, because again, everything is clean but not healthy for you. So there are some toxic foods, and we haven't even talked about toxic foods, but not everything you should put in your body. All right, the same thing, like, you know, the arguments that people were saying, oh, weed, God made weed, but if it's toxic for your body, don't put it in. Don't take it in, all right, except if you are taking it as medicine for those who have been diagnosed and prescribed. Okay, that's why you know, the controversy about me selling my vending machines to cannabis companies, that was my, you know, my premise, that in Oklahoma it is, first of all, is legal, and also it can be used for medicinal purposes. So if that's your case, then you can take it. But I'm saying, if you are not sick and, you know, there's no need for you to take weed or whatever, there's no need for you to take it. Okay, that's my stance, and argue with whoever you want to argue with down the road. When I get tired of arguments, I cut off my comments, because I know where I'm coming from. Those things that make you lose consciousness and whatever, anything, you know, it's not good for you. Because same thing with alcohol. The Bible actually says alcohol a little, all right? You take a little for health reasons. Like Timothy was having stomach pains, and he said, take a little for your stomach's sake, all right? For health reasons, not for, you know. And even though the Bible says be merry, you know, drink wine, it does not mean that you have to do it in excess. Anything you do in excess is sin. Remember, drunkenness is sin, gluttony is sin. All of that is excess food, excess this. So toxic food can be something you take in excess, or can be something that's not good for your body. You know, I was telling you about the wedding that I helped to plan, and I didn't plan all of it. It was just like the venue and a few other things. So I went there to just check to make sure everything is okay. And one of the flower girls, I don't know, she's allergic to flowers, you know, and she got pricked by, you know, one of the you know, flowers. Thank God that she was okay. I didn't plant the flowers though. Most times for flower girls, we don't usually give them natural flowers. For my wedding, we had identical bouquets. Me and my daughter, my second wedding, we had identical bouquets, but mine was natural and my daughter's was artificial. So with kids, I always make sure that they don't have natural flowers. Even my first wedding, my whole car was covered with flowers. One of my friend who does, she's a florist, that was her gift to me. She covered the entire wedding car with flowers, and it was natural flowers. So even my bouquet was natural. But I always say, like, if you are giving kids, or you know, petals or something, just give them artificial. You don't want to spend too much money on that, you know. So the kid was allergic to something, you know. She got so blue. As soon as I arrived, I saw them running out, the security, because he knows me, because I arrange weddings there. So he saw me, he was like, it's an emergency, we have an emergency. I said, what's going on? And I just saw them run with the child. So not everything that God made is healthy for you, okay? If you have an allergy, or you know, you cannot go take poison ivy and eat it, okay? Same thing with some of you taking certain drugs or certain things, and you just say, oh, because God made it. No, if it's toxic for your body, it's not good for you. There are people who are lactose intolerant. There are people who are allergic to certain foods. It gets them, you know, hives and whatever. So know your body and know what you should take in, all right, so that you will be healthy. Okay, so yeah, the veggies is still cooking. Yeah, but thank God the child was okay. They rushed her to the hospital and she was okay. Anyway, our water has come to boil over here, so let's wash it. Let's wash it, guys. It's the same bowl. Remember, I always do all my cleaning as I'm going along, you know. So when I'm done, I have nothing to clean. Everything is washed. Everything is clean. The only time that we need to do dishes is after we eat, you know. Alright, so now I put my beans. Let me put this in the dishwasher. Oh, I love the smell of onions and peppers when it's you know, steaming like this. Smells so good. Okay. I always have these little bags I keep my stuff, especially to keep it dry, so it stays fresh. Remember, you need fresh foods and not processed foods, if that's healthy. Do I have to make all of this? Yeah, I'm just going to make a little bit. Because we end up not eating a lot of stuff and it goes to waste. Because my daughter doesn't eat African food, it's just me and my son. So maybe I can just take a little bit more. That will be all. And then I save this. Always good to save, guys. Save. Alright, so now I wash it. For the beans, I tend to wash it like 3 times. And again, you can use any beans that you like or that you're familiar with, because I know most people are not familiar with this kind of beans, okay? But this is more for us Africans, and I think Black Americans also cook this for New Year's. So those of you who have New Year's Eve cooking, you can make this. This would be a healthy addition to your New Year's Eve plate. I love it. I love the smell of veggies. I love it. Oh, I need to make sure it doesn't spill all the way. Yeah, this Goya is always clean. You guys saw the packaging, right? Goya. So if you're looking for it, let me take it out so I'll show you. It's always clean. If we got it straight from the farm, probably we'll have to wash it a little more. But this is Goya. Okay. Yeah. If you get this is nice for your New Year's Eve. I think that's like a superstition or tradition or whatever. But I still hold on to some traditions, like when I cook black eyed peas on New Year's Eve, it makes me think a lot about my mom, and it makes me nostalgic. It's a nostalgic dish on New Year's Eve. Usually when we cook this, my grandma, we will go to my great grandmother's house after church in the evening, because we used to have New Year's Eve service, the last day, and we'll stay there until the year rolls and everybody say Happy New Year, Happy New Year. And then we'll go to my great grandmother's house. All of us sit there, we pray, and obviously she was more spiritualist, so she would offer things to the ancestors. I don't do that anymore. We're breaking cycles over here, okay? But anyway, it was a tradition for us to always eat this black eyed peas. I used to love it. And it always brings fond memories, all of us together, my uncles, my aunties, even those who have traveled, because most of my family was out of the country, in the UK, Scotland, and Poland, and all of them would travel to Sierra Leone, and we'll all sit outside in my great grandmother's living room, we'll crack jokes. So this dish is really special to my heart. Every time I make it, it brings smiles to my face, even though there are sad memories, a lot of sad memories, which is why I don't know. Sierra Leone, it always gives me mixed feelings. But yeah, a lot of sad memories, but good ones too. Good ones. Okay, so now, oh Lord, I didn't expect my tears. Oh my God. Let me take a break, okay? Let's keep going. So this is our beans. The water is boiled. We pour it in there. All right, for the beans, it will take a while. So I might go even watch. Oh, guys, I'm watching Finding Joy. Okay, I'm not going to give you all the details, but Tyler Perry's new movie, Finding Joy, go find it. It's on Prime. Okay, watch it. But, some of y'all like to cancel people. For me, even if they are caught guilty, For me, I always like to forgive people. I always forgive because I don't know this cancel culture where it comes from. I really don't know. Because you try to cancel people, but in the Bible, you people would have cancelled David, even Moses. Do you know Moses was disobedient last minute? He was disobedient. He could not even make the promised land. But all those books that Moses wrote, we're reading them to today. Genesis is still in the Bible. God did not take Genesis out because Moses disobeyed. Okay, so those of you who stop listening to some people's songs because they failed, yeah, they failed, but that song is anointed. They failed, but that movie or that whatever they created with the hand of God is still anointed. Okay? Yeah. So don't be canceling people. As long as they repent, turn their life back to God, you need to forgive people. Give people grace. Some of you who are so judgmental, your sin is so high. Your sin is so high, yet you like to talk about people.
The oil. Again, as I told you, I know what I need. Okay, so for my plantains. But if you are not too familiar with cooking plantains, just go with the recipe. Okay, just go with the recipe. All right. Now let's cut these plantains up.
You just need a little Jesus in you. You can be happy if you try to, but you just need a little joy in you. You can be a boss if you have to. You just need a little Jesus in you. And you can come just as you want to, 'cause he just got a little love for you. Jesus, 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 he just got a little loving for you. Jesus, 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 rich bean. He just got a little love for you.
Check on our beans. It's coming along. We'll have to strain the water and put fresh water. Okay. But ooh, Joy in the movie is driving me crazy. She's so naive. Tyler Perry, how does he think? Get these kind of characters. It's making me mad when I'm watching Joy. Like, you can't be so naive, girl. You guys need to watch that movie. I need her.
Love cures the hurt. Make it if you try to. You just got a little try to do. Can be happy if you want to. But you just need a little joy. A little more, little more. Can be a hustle if you have to. Oh, yeah. You just need a little cheese.
We can't do nothing without the seasonings. So I mixed everything in here. The black pepper, white pepper, garlic. I had a couple other stuff in here, and the Maggi, and my cayenne pepper. It's good, guys. Okay. And we see soft, right? It's really soft. Okay, so we just add and if you need to know how much to add, just check the recipe, okay? The recipe. And that's all the salt we're adding for this entire meal, okay? Remember, you need to limit your salt intake. You do need salt, but not a lot, okay? So just put it on the stew, and it should take care of everything. So I didn't put salt on the beans. I didn't put salt on the rice. This is it, guys. Back to my finding joy. I am going from the experience to finding joy. Back and forth. The experience is all night, so we're on all night until morning, until dawn. So yeah. So make sure you mix it well, guys, so it doesn't kick in one. It doesn't stay in one place. There you go, guys. And then we have the all the way in. It's that simple. Then you mix it. Let's let it simmer a little bit, like 5 minutes. And we're good to serve. Good to serve. Okay, and we can bring the heat down, so we leave it to simmer. Okay, that's it.
You look pretty if you want to. You just need a little more Jesus in you. You can be happy if you try to, but you just need a little more joy in you. You can be a mess if you have to. You just need a little more Jesus in you. And you can come just as you want to, 'cause he just got a little more love for you.
All the flavors, guys, especially the pepper. Has a kick to it, you know.